Festool never stops surprising us with tools that feel less like simple machines and more like precision partners on the job. Since we already talked about the new Festools earlier, today we'll talk about 10 amazing tools from this brand that you will surely love to have. When it comes to insulation work, you need a saw that's fast, versatile, and won't weigh you down. That's exactly where the Festool ISC 240 steps in. Whether you're cutting mineral wool, natural fiber insulation, or rigid PUR boards, this cordless saw handles it with absolute ease. It doesn't matter if you're freehand cutting on the roof or working with a guide reel on the floor, this tool is built to adapt to your situation. What makes it stand out is the perfectly balanced design paired with a low overall weight, which makes even one-handed operation surprisingly comfortable. Add in the powerful brushless EC Tech motor, and you're looking at consistent performance that won't fade over time. The ISC 240 doesn't just stop at straight cuts either. With the angle stop and guide rail, you can make reproducible angled cuts with precise dimensions every single time. Even thicker insulation isn't a challenge, thanks to the cutting set that allows depths up to 350 millimeters. And when it's time to switch between materials, the tool-free blade change means you're back to cutting in seconds. For anyone working on roofing, scaffolding, or insulation-heavy projects, this saw becomes more than a tool. It's an essential companion that saves time and energy without compromising accuracy. After cutting comes another big challenge: overhead work. Painters, drywallers, and installers know just how exhausting it can be to keep your arms raised for hours. That's exactly why Festool developed the ExoActive EXO 18 exoskeleton, a wearable tool that feels less like equipment and more like an extension of your body. Think of it as a lightweight backpack that gives your arms extra endurance and support, letting you work overhead with far less fatigue. The beauty of the ExoActive lies in its adjustability. In just seconds, you can regulate the level of assistance, choosing between 3 working areas and 5 different strength settings, so the support feels natural and tailored to the task at hand. This means you can sand ceilings, paint walls, or hang drywall panels without feeling like your arms are about to give up. The design is intuitive and comfortable, adapting to your individual height, so once it's on, you can almost forget you're wearing it, until you notice how much longer you can keep working without strain. Less fatigue also means better focus, which translates into more consistent, higher quality results. For professionals who spend long days overhead, the ExoActive doesn't just make the job easier, it makes it sustainable. Every job site needs more than just tools. You need an atmosphere that keeps you going. And that's where the Festool Sysrock construction site radio comes into play. It's compact enough to carry around effortlessly, but don't let the size fool you. With its 2.5-inch 10-watt neodymium speaker, it delivers full, natural sound with surprisingly rich bass. Whether you're listening to your favorite FM station or streaming music directly from your phone via Bluetooth, the Sysrock ensures you get clear audio without distortion, even when you crank up the volume. And because it runs on both the power cord and Festool's flat-pack batteries, 10.8 to 18 volts, you can use it anywhere, on the roof, inside a remodel, or right in the shop. Plus, the built-in mount makes it easy to attach the Sysrock almost anywhere, so it's always right where you want it. It's one of those extras that might not cut or sand, but it definitely boosts morale and keeps the job site alive. Once the main cuts and flamework are done, the finishing phase begins, and edges can make or break the final look of a piece. That's where the Festool KA65 Contouro Edge Bander shines. Unlike the bulky stationary machines that demand a full shop setup, this one is portable, making it perfect for on-site jobs. You can move freely around curved panels, tackle concave and convex shapes, and even handle tricky inside corners. The glue application is precise and consistent, ensuring edges stick tight without mess or weak spots. What's more, switching between different edge banding materials or colors is quick, which is a huge plus when you're juggling multiple projects. And if you need a stationary option for small work pieces, Festool adds optional table setups that turn it into a mini edge banding station. It bridges the gap between workshop precision and job site flexibility, so your projects always look polished no matter where you're working. If drywall work is part of your day-to-day, you know sanding ceilings and walls can be one of the most exhausting jobs. Festool's PLANEX LHS 2 long-reach sander changes that completely. What makes it revolutionary is the integrated LED light ring, which acts like a built-in raking light to instantly reveal imperfections on the surface. No more waiting until after paint to realize the wall wasn't perfectly smooth. This tool shows you right away, saving hours of touch-ups and callbacks. But that's just the start. The PLANEX uses a random orbit sanding motion, giving you a flawless surface finish without grooves, while its adjustable suction power actually holds the tool against the wall or ceiling, reducing strain on your arms and back. With its variable working length, you can extend your reach or shorten it depending on the space, and the ergonomic T-handle gives you greater range without adding weight. Pair that with a brushless, maintenance-free motor, and you've got a tool built for durability as well as comfort. In short, the PLANEX doesn't just make sanding easier, it makes it smarter, faster, and far more efficient. Lighting can make or break how smoothly a job goes, and Festool really steps it up with the SYSLITE KBS cordless site light. This isn't just a work light you stick in the corner. It's a highly adaptable 5,000 lumen powerhouse that brightens up your space in a way that feels like natural daylight. Thanks to its 72 LEDs, you get even illumination that can be dimmed infinitely to match exactly what you're working on. Whether you're prepping walls, cutting on the floor, or checking ceiling details, the light adjusts and positions effortlessly. And here's the real bonus. It doesn't matter if you don't have a power source nearby, because the cordless design lets you keep working without a pause. With integrated magnets for quick attachment to metal surfaces, this light becomes a flexible partner you can move around as needed. It's not just about lighting up an area, it's about creating the right conditions to work with accuracy and comfort. When demolition or renovation tasks come around, you need a saw that feels powerful yet easy on your arms, and that's exactly what the Festool RSC 18 delivers. This cordless brushless EC-Tech motor runs on a robust brushless EC-Tech motor paired with a switch-activated pendulum stroke, giving you fast, aggressive cutting when you need it most. But here's the kicker, the vibration control is outstanding. Festool's anti-vibration system reduces vibration by 40%, so instead of feeling drained after a few cuts, you can keep going comfortably while all that energy gets directed straight into the blade. That means faster, more efficient cutting with less fatigue. Add in features like steepless speed control with the large trigger, quick and safe blade ejection to avoid contact with sharp edges, and a dust extraction attachment to keep the mess down, and you've got a saw that's not just powerful, but genuinely practical. It's the kind of tool that holds up under tough daily use and still feels smooth every time you pull the trigger. Table saws usually mean heavy machines locked in a workshop, but Festool flips that idea on its head with the SYS table saw SYS 50. Imagine a full-fledged precision table saw compact enough to fit inside a systainer, yet versatile enough to handle almost any cut on site. Parallel cuts up to 11 inches, cross cuts as wide as 17 3/4 inches, and bevel cuts from -10 degrees all the way up to 47 degrees. This little powerhouse does it all. What makes it even more impressive is the digital operation system. With the push of a button, you can set the height and angle with accuracy down to 1/10 of a millimeter, something no tape measure could give you with that repeatable precision. And even though it's cordless, the dual 18-volt batteries and brushless EC-Tech motor deliver the kind of strength you'd expect from a corded shop saw. From the sturdy rip fence to the sliding table and miter gauge, everything about this saw is designed for stability and accuracy. For pros who need workshop results on a portable job site tool, this is as close as it gets. Sometimes the hardest part of finishing work is spotting those tiny imperfections before your client does, and that's where the Festool SYS LITE STL 450 Surface Inspection Light becomes indispensable. Unlike generic work lights, this one is purpose-built to reveal surface flaws that would otherwise go unnoticed. At 1200 lumens with a 5000K daylight color temperature, it spreads light evenly across 25 inches, making defects like sanding marks, filler inconsistencies, or uneven paint stand out immediately. The low-profile form factor lets you cast the beam close to delicate surfaces without leaving marks, and with over 16 feet of cord, reaching tricky spots is no problem. Plus, it's built tough with an IP55 rating for dust and water resistance, so it can survive real job site abuse. Add the option to mount it on a tripod for hands-free use, and you've got a light that doesn't just brighten your space, it actively improves the quality of your finish work. When routing tasks pile up, you want a tool that can cover almost everything with precision and ease, and that's exactly what the Festool OF1400 router does. Despite weighing only 4.5 kilograms, this router punches above its class with a 70mm milling stroke and plenty of smart features. Need to swap cutters? The rocker and ratchet system makes it quick and painless. Want ultra-fine adjustments? The depth can be set with 1/10 of a millimeter accuracy, giving you the confidence to make perfect edge profiles, chamfers, folds, or grooves. Safety and convenience also come standard, with a quick break with MMC electronics, tool-free copy ring changes, and impressive dust extraction, up to 99% when edge milling with the chip collector. All of this is built into a torsion-proof design, with columns secured on both sides for maximum stability. Whether you're working freehand or with templates, the OF1400 proves to be the handy all-rounder router that professionals keep reaching for again and again. And that wraps up this round of Festool innovations. Compact, powerful, and always focused on making your work easier and cleaner. If you found this breakdown helpful, drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments which of these Festool tools you're most excited to try first. Until next time, keep building and stay safe out there.